Good morning, everybody. Jim Adkins here from Jim Adkins Results Coaching. Excuse me. Early morning, 26 days of you. Next lesson, important lesson today. I woke up, really didn't sleep a lot, thinking about this all night, which was awesome. I love it when holy shit ideas come back to me, or I'm relating to people on deeper levels, and their lessons that I'm helping them learn radiate so powerfully that I wake up enthused and energized and need to get on here as soon as I can. So thanks for tuning in early. Today's lesson, and you saw it posted on there, is an important lesson. I've mentioned it before, but sometimes it's good to hear things a couple of different times and from a couple of different people. React versus respond. You've probably heard these things before. And then, of course, let that shit go. These are three things that belong together. React versus respond, and let that shit go. So many times in our lives, and I'll try to keep this short. Good morning, everybody, by the way. So many times in our life, we start out with great intentions and we start moving forward in the right direction. Those are the times when we've either felt the most frustrated and we're not going to take it anymore, or the most inspired and we need to move on and act on what it is we're looking at, right? At those times, we're most powerful in our goal setting and our future vision. Let me repeat that. There are times in our lives when we're most powerful at moving forward. Usually it's the time when we're so frustrated, or we're fed up with what we're at or what we're doing or what's taking place or what's happening to us, right? And we decide no more, or we get extremely inspired, and the emotion of inspiration and the emotion of the enthusiasm propels us forward and gives us those holy shit ideas, and we start moving forward towards that. Well, that's kind of like, and I use the car analogy a lot, jumping in your car without a GPS, without a plan, without an action, and punching it and hoping we get to where? We don't know. So we learn, and I hope I helped you learn this at one time, to set goals. So when you go and you have a goal in mind, your destination is almost guaranteed. So I'm not going to harp on goals today, but I do want you to understand that that's a big, important part of what it's about, what I'm about to share with you. Having a goal and having a destination allows you to stay focused on where you're headed. Why is that so important? Well, we all know we want better things. We all know we want a better life. We all know we want, or we're grateful for the life we have, but there are certain things in our life we would love to build abundance in so that we could share with others. Is that fair? Okay, so that's our goal. Now, what happens along that way, and whether it's by grand design or fate or trial and tribulation or a test from the higher authorities, whatever you consider it is, there are stumbling blocks, roadblocks, hurdles, flat out walls. Well, if you react to the little things, and I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about. And we got the lighting changed in here. Can you see? Okay. If you react to the little things, like people that naysay or negative people, now come on, we all know they're out there. I run into them on a daily basis. And this lesson, when I was sharing with another client, in the back of my head, I'm going, holy crap, this is me too right now. And I'm sharing and I'm teaching and I'm learning. And I'll tell you what, what you live, you learn. That's for sure. So I'm sharing this going, Jim, pay attention. And they appreciate it and I appreciate it. So here we go. Every day we wake up and we want or try to continue with our rituals. How many of you have stumbled in your rituals since we did the program, since we did the workshop? It happens, right? If you set rituals and you follow them, that pattern, that habit can help guide you through this react versus respond. If you get up in the morning, or let's say you woke up today. I know you did because you're watching. And you laid in bed and went, another day. I don't know if I can do it today. And it's dark outside still. And it's like, oh man, okay, I'll do it. And you roll around and you try to remember your dreams. It's like, well, I don't know. And you get up and you go on and you kind of half-heartedly go through your ritual. Well, I'll put on some music, or I'll put on some inspiration, or I'll listen to Jim talk for a minute. He'll help me. He'll get inspired. And then, oh, me make some breakfast. And pretty soon your head starts going, man, I gotta do that. And I hope that that's taken care of. And man, I really hope I don't have to deal with that person today. And then you get on your Facebook page or whatever, and you start looking, and oh, this person's got this drama, this person's got this drama, this person's bashing this person. Oh, look, there's news about people killing other people, people treating people bad, stupid people doing stupid things. And pretty soon, all of those little things become stumbling blocks. And whether you like it or not, you are reacting to everything you see. You are reacting to everything you hear. You're reacting to everything that causes an emotion in you. And what that does is it takes you further away from your plan of action. And pretty soon, you're going to meet somebody during that day. They're going to come into your life and they may not be in the best mood. And because of the situation that you set in your mind early on, your reticular activating system says, hey, we are alike, or I agree, or I feel that. And pretty soon you're sucked into the daily actions of reacting to small things that don't matter, that don't pertain to getting you to your goal. It happens. It happens. It happens to me. I get people, and I'll share personal story with you. I won't get too personal because I want to save or protect the idiot, the stupid people. There I go reacting, right? In my life, I have several businesses, and I'm trying to build those businesses. And in the process of building those, you have to stumble along and deal with people who don't necessarily, one, pay attention, two, have your best interest in heart. Sometimes people want to help you. I want to help you. My interest is your interest. Your interest is my interest. In my business, it's about people. But believe it or not, I deal with people who don't have my best interest at heart. And that's okay. I don't expect it, but I understand it. But in those relationships, when you need to do business with those type of people, because let's face it, you reach out for expert advice or expert opinions, or at least a service that is not in your wheelhouse yet. And that's my case. I need help doing certain things on the parameter. And you deal with those people, they don't listen. Or they listen and they don't hear. They hear what they think you're about. And when you're different like me, when you're out there and you're trying to create new things, I'm not the paradigm. I'm not the norm. My martial arts is not the same. How I teach is not the same. My coaching business comes from a whole different perspective. My music is different than other people. My whole way of seeing life has a tendency to be different than most people. When you speak your intentions and they half listen, it creates a gap because they think they hear what they need to hear and they don't. Well, for me, this becomes a situation where eventually I react. Let me share with you. I have told the same group of people, this partnership, the same thing about our agreements, my expectations, how to handle their expectations, and what needs to be done to move forward. The same group of people, the same thing at least, and I'm not exaggerating, 12 times in the last 4 weeks. In my morning rituals, I have been waking up going, I bet I'm going to have to talk to those people and deal with them again today. That's not my ritual. That's not my ritual. Good morning, Mr. Murray. That becomes a reactionary state, and my mind goes, what do I got to do to deal with these people today? And they become the first thought of the morning. Same thing with my client. They have, and I'll share this with you. There are two, okay? One has a family situation where their significant other is just losing it, okay? And I don't mean clinically, or I mean just there are some, how do I put the chemical abuses going on. You follow me? And in the process of destroying your mind and your body, you have a tendency to lose your grip on reality. And so their problem is they react to the stimulation of the daily struggle, the daily strife, the daily nonsense, that they wake up worrying and feeling they need to deal with this again. They go to bed at night worrying and feeling about what just took place, sometimes to the point where they can't even sleep. No goal, no relationship goal, no future goal for the client yet. No, there's no clarity for this person. They have no idea what they could be doing with themselves. So every day they react to the little. Now, I know that's not so little, right? But they are little in the grand scheme of what it is you want to do for yourself. When you have a goal and you're clear about where you want to be, if your significant other is not a fit, you need to move on. Don't just go out and get divorced because I said that. Relationships are worth fighting for, especially if you're in love. And if this person can get their crap or poop in a group, things will work out. But they have no goals either. I will help. I'm going to work on it. But the key thing I'm teaching them right at the moment, and it's going to take a little bit, is not to react, to respond. And then you let it go. I'll get to that. Client number 2, children. Children don't listen. Argumentative, and not just children, teenage children. Argumentative, won't do the things that they're supposed to do to take care of themselves. Parenting is a slippery slope, but parenting is a lot like how you treat yourself and others too. Sometimes you get those people, like the group of people I deal with, who have a tendency to only hear or not hear what they want to, based on what they think they're going to do or they want to do or what's right for them. There are mistakes that everybody makes in life that they can learn from. Your children are going to do that too. God forbid they're traumatic or dramatic mistakes that are irrevocable. That's where you can step in and try to intervene, and sometimes have to have a heavy hand. But you need to learn how to respond to what's happening in the scheme of what your goal is. So what is your goal for your children? You can't dictate or determine what they're going to do at the end of their life or to be, later on in life. You can guide and hope, but when you set that goal for your relationship with them, your interaction, you set your boundaries, it's easy to let the little shit go. It is. And the master plan will always appear in front of you because you've laid it out. As you move forward, all of the little things they do to push your buttons that you allow in here will distract you from your end result. And your path will be like this. And it becomes, and in the morning, what are you thinking? Oh, God, I hope they did this. Your first thought is always about what other people are doing, what you expect them to do, and how you expect them to act. Let it go. Well, Jim, that's easier said than done. No, you just have to remember that having that goal, having that destination, and staying focused, forward momentum, doesn't mean you're not going to fail. It means that when you do fail, you pick yourself up, you recognize the stumbling block, you move it out of your way, or you don't go back to it, and you move forward towards your goal. Pretty soon, all of those little distractions will move away. You will learn to ignore, like myself, every time these people reach out and ask the same question and try to create the same drama or situation that we dealt with 4 weeks ago, I need to remember that, like a child, they are just not on the same page. That doesn't mean they deserve my time. Not like your children. Your children deserve you, group of people. They don't deserve any more of my time trying to explain to them what they should know already, unless it's going to affect the outcome of my goal, unless it's going to get me closer to where I need to be. My response to them now and yesterday and the day before is, please go back and read the email or text or listen to the voice message I left you 4 weeks ago. And every time I do that, I'm responding. I don't have to repeat the message. I made sure it was in a message. I made sure it was in text to all of them. And I made sure it was in an email to all of them. All I got to do is point the finger and say, go back and look. I can now let them go. I let that shit go. Why? Dealing with them doesn't get me any closer to my goal. I've already said what we need to do. If they can't get it done, I'm moving on to the next group that will. That makes sense? I hope so. Lots of people out there are willing to help you. Okay, so set a goal and then let it go. When you set a goal, you cannot hold the goal so tight that it becomes your every focus. And now, I know that sounded contradictory. Let me explain. Let's say I am manifesting not my goal, but the reason for my goal. The reason for my goal is I want more abundance. Abundance in what? Well, I want abundance in life experience. I want abundance in love and relationships. My relationship is awesome with my wife. I want more and finances. I want abundance in finances. Why? The more I have, the more I can help other people. And I don't wake up every morning and go, okay, I got to chase that $1,000. I'm chasing that $1 million. I want to manifest my first $2 million. If I chase that and hold on to it, and it doesn't happen right now, I'm reacting to the stimulation that it didn't happen. And in my head, it's not going to happen. And pretty soon, that spirals out of control and it becomes a reaction, not a response. So you set it and you let it go. This is going to happen. This is how it's going to happen. This is why it's important that it happens. It's happening every day. And as we move forward, I know it's happening. Any little person or situation that jumps up in between that I allow a reaction to gets me further away from that goal. Don't let it happen to you. Those little reactions, those little distractions during the day will pop up. You will, especially if you own your own business or even if you work for other people, especially if you work for, well, I think it's probably even across the board. I really do. If you deal with other people at all, and we do, you will have distractions. Try not to react. Try not to carry them through to the next day. Try not to give them space up here, okay? Respond and let it go. Focus and let it go. Move forward toward your outcome every day and let it go. It's going to be good. Mr. Larson can't get in. I'm going to unlock the door here in a minute, but you're more important, so hang on with me for a second. Quit chasing the small stuff. Don't let the distractions bug you. Quit chasing those around. Let them go. Stay focused on your goal. I told you this. I love this. This is the title of one of my ebooks that I'm writing that you will have access to, by the way. I have new workshops for you. I have ebooks coming out for you. I have videos coming out for you. Subscribe to the channel because some of the workshops are only going to be for subscribers. And if you go to the web page or the Facebook page, you'll see other offers on how you can get the videos or the books or things like that. The new ebook is What You Live, You Learn. Okay. And it's about me and how I'm doing things here. Set your focus. We've all heard where focus goes, energy flows. Set your focus today. Set it for positive. Set it for the outcome. Hey, on a second, Mr. Larson. And your morning rituals. Make sure that your morning rituals are in line and go forward that way. Okay. I think that's it. Focus, baby. I will see you again maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, but for sure coming up, I'm going to do my video, and it's going to be longer than 15 minutes to where everything is food. I'm not talking about ingesting food. I don't want you eating your notebooks or anything like that. But what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you smell, everything is food. And this pertains to how I healed myself. And I want to share that with you. Look for it. Subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. Please comment below. I have people tell me they can't figure that out. Scroll all the way to the bottom of your phone, past the next videos, and you'll find a comment section. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Share this video with other people, and let's build some subscribers. My goal is 1,000 subscribers. I'm a 10th of the way there. I got 111. Help me out. Come on. If I have to beg, I'm not sure I will, but I'll ask politely. All right. On your mark, get set, grow. I love you. I'll see you next time.